Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about on what grounds should governments protect free speech. And my answer to this question is that democratic society ought to protect these fundamental human rights, and free speech is beneficial to the government for enhancing their policy making. Before I start, there are some clarification remarks. There are many terms such as freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of communication, and free speech. They all share similar or mostly equivalent ideas. So I will only use the term free speech in this presentation for clarity. As mentioned, there are many definitions or terms for free speeches, such as the European Convention of Human Rights and Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So the general idea or general definition of free speech is that the right to hold opinions and receive information without any interference. Also, the limitation of free speech is discussed in another presentation question, so it won't be discussed deeply in here. My first argument to this question is that free speech is important to a democratic society. There are some characteristics of democratic society, such as citizens' representation, the exercise of the rule of law, and protect fundamental human rights, such as free speech and freedom to autonomy. It allows citizens to express different opinions and the exchange of ideas among them. Restricting citizens' free speech is a disrespect to their status as a free and equal moral individuals. Decision-making process without any open public discourse would not be a legitimate one. My second argument is that free speech improves policy making. Miles' theory on free speech about fallibility, dogma, and element of truth are also applicable to policy making. Firstly, fallibility. Even the officials or the policymaker from the government are not 100% infallible. They might be wrong or they might be not 100% correct in those specific aspects. So implement an unconsulted policy is like holding an uncontested view to be true. Secondly, dogma. Unless the views are challenged or those policies are being challenged, government will never know why the policy or what they have done are correct or wrong. Lastly, the element of truth. Views only be improved when they are confirmed by opposition. So by public consultation, they will get opinions and suggestions from different areas. That's where a better policy is made. Here are some examples on policy consultation from the Hong Kong government. So one possible counter-argument for free speech is that free speech might not be important in some utilitarian point of view. So the theory of utilitarianism suggests that the criteria to the right action is the one that maximizes utility or happiness. So some people might think or might view other aspects as their happiness, such as peace in their life or in the economic aspect, instead of free speech. Here are the example of Victorian era of England. At that time, free speech was varied by social class. Speeches or publication deemed immoral or threatened to this class-based system might face legal consequences. However, at that time, they experienced technological development and industrialization, which create positive economic environment and condition at that time. So this example might suggest that free speech might not be the only one or the most important criteria for government or to the development of the country. So my reply to this counter-argument is that we ought to respect and protect human rights regardless anyone think they are important or not. Human rights are essential conditions of a life as a human who survives and acts. So only individuals live with autonomy and dignity. Their basic freedom and well-being is being protected. Also, the pursuit of living truth actually helps the full development of individuals, or in other words, autonomy. So that's my point of view about on what grounds should governments protect the free speech. Thank you.